Hello, welcome back to our Ocarina of Time playthrough. In our last video, we just completed the Spirit Temple, the adult section, and we just finished off Twin Rova, the boss of the dungeon. Alright, let's go awaken the next of the sages. Kid, let me thank you. Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years, a competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the Sage of Spirit? And now I'm going to fight them as one of the 6 sages, huh? I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. Kid, hero of time. Instead of keeping the promise I made then, I'll give you this medallion. Take it. Alright, Naburu awakens as a sage and gives us the spirit medallion. If only I'd known what such a handsome man you'd become. I should have kept the promise I made back then. I'm not sure what she was offering. We're not really gonna find out. Anyway, we're off to the final temple of this game now. That being the Shadow Temple. Now, if that cutscene after that boss seemed a little shorter than the rest, it's because it's meant to go right into the end game, but because we're playing the temples out of order, we actually still have to complete the Shadow Temple before the next cutscene will trigger. There normally would have been a cutscene at the end of her little speech there, but we're headed to the graveyard instead. Now, we visited here earlier to run in and grab the hover boots. So we already have the dungeon item. We just need to make our way through this temple now. I love this temple, but at the same time, some of the platforming and falling off ledges drives me crazy in here. It has that in common with the Fire Temple a little bit. I'm kind of excited to see what they've done with this dungeon, because I've heard in the past that they lightened it up a little bit and that kind of messed things up. I think that was the 3DS remake where they kind of made the dungeon a little bit brighter. I remember hearing they removed some of the blood, but it's still here, so I don't know if all the blood was still in the 3DS remake or if some things were fixed with the texture upgrade, but this will be a whole new experience for me because I've only ever played it on the original N64 version, so I'm sure I'm going to have fun with this either way. Sure, I'll fall off at least a few ledges. If I do, I'll probably just cut that part out though. I'll try and keep the backtracking to a minimum in this dungeon. Ah yes, the rotating Grim Reapers. that we have to dodge. If you pull out your shield, you can duck below their blades. This room also has a shortcut down to the boat near the end of the dungeon, so if you do have to exit the dungeon and come back, this is the room you kind of go through to get back down there and not have to redo the entire dungeon. As long as you move a particular block out of the way when you get down there. Anyway, we've opened up a key in this chest, so we're gonna go collect it. I've always wondered what this temple was kind of used for. Like, seems like some sort of medieval torture chamber hidden in the graveyard. Really makes you wonder what was going on in Kakariko Village and what the royal family and the Sheikah were doing with this. We've already talked about how strange the plumbing system there is, where you have a windmill that attaches to a grave site, which also attaches to the well, and under the well they have hidden spirits and all sorts of other nasty things. And then in the graveyard you have this kind of medieval torture chamber. Almost makes you wonder if the Sheikah were bringing like prisoners of war here when they were battling Ganon's forces and using this. Now this area, if you fall off the ledges, you'll have to redo this section again and again and again, so it can be a little repetitive that way. With some timed guillotines to dodge. Just like, why would you put these in any sort of building? Stealth post. Okay, that was a short-lived battle. Now here's where I tend to fall off ledges a lot. Okay, we made that jump. And I just cut that out because we definitely missed this jump the first time, but anyway, we gotta collect these silver rupees to open the next door. I have no aim with these bombs right now. There we go. We had to blow him up because there's actually one hidden underneath him. And he's going to give us some bombs to replace all the ones we just missed with. We're kind of in the endgame section of this playthrough now. We have this temple and Ganon's castle left to do. We also have the final boss fight to take care of, so that'll be coming up, but that's going to finish off this playthrough when we get through it. So this is the trick. If you read the sign over there, it actually tells you to find the stone umbrella, use the lens of truth to find this block, but because I've played this before, I kind of already knew this existed. Some parts of this game are still in my memory, at least. Okay, so now we can make our way in here. We have a gold sculpture. We're basically trying to find a key in this room somewhere. Back out in the way we came in was a locked door that we had no key for. Okay, no luck with the key so far, so we're gonna move the block to the end of this room now, and then we'll be able to climb up on top of these jail cells. And that's not how you do that. Still no key. These are kind of just like distraction chests, I guess. That's probably gonna be it. Being a little generous with the health anyway, replacing a little bit of what we lost on the way in here. We didn't really stop to heal up or collect any items between the spirit temple and here. Kind of ran from one temple to the next. Okay, we need to get across this skinny platform without falling. Yep, didn't do that one on the first try. Okay, so here's the locked door. We collected that key to get through. But thankfully that takes care of a lot of the platforming in this dungeon. If we use our lens of truth, we can see where there's spikes hidden. The hover boots allow us to float over them for a few seconds without taking damage. Didn't actually mean to bomb him, but it kind of worked out for the best. Alright, so we need to collect all these silver rupees, take out the re-deads, and we need a key to get through that door at the top. Once again, not helpful. These are just like distraction chests, making it think we're getting the key that we need. Oh, that was a big miss. I don't know how we missed that. It looked like we were lined up pretty well there. It's okay, we'll get it on this one. Those hover boots are just so slippery. Okay, which way do we want to go? We don't have a key for that door yet. And this is the way we came in. So I think we want to actually go through this door here. Oh, awesome. I forgot about this. So you have to try and throw bombs into the skull, kind of like a game of basketball. And we have a gold sculptula hiding down here, and a couple keys waiting to attack us if we go up there. I don't know if I can hit that one flying around. The long shot's kind of slow. Collecting those is almost just habit. I don't know if I'll ever go back to Kakariko Village to cash those in, but I'm still collecting them as I see them, just out of habit. Oh, we actually got that on the first try. That never happens. Well, that released the key, so we can at least get through that door that was up high in this spike room. Alright, we're moving on. We're gonna need the iron boots for this one. Now, where are they in our inventory? Aha. Yeah, these fans will blow us away if we try and use the regular or the hover boots. We can time it to get around them, but once they start blowing at us, we need the hover boots to not get pushed backwards. With the hover boots, it just grabs the edge, it won't drop down. And pressing A doesn't seem to drop down like it suggests. We're gonna have to wait for the fan to stop blowing and use the regular boots to jump off the edge. The iron boots are really programmed to be used underwater. They're not meant for this. They're not platforming boots, that's for sure. Since when is there eyeballs that shoot fire at us? Switches that shoot fire. Whoa, it came back at us too. We need to switch to some hover boots to get across this section. There we go. Oh, we were about to get hit with another fireball. And we have some Gibdos. We could light them on fire, or we can just take them out with our sword. So I remember they're weak to fire. Oh, how did he get us? We were mid-air attacking him. Okay, that opens up the way we came in, but we need a key for this locked door. Another trick chest. Remember this puzzle pretty well because it confused me a lot when I was younger. So there's no real hint that that pile of debris needs a bomb. And then even when you do blow it up, the chest is invisible without the lens of truth. Okay, so this is the block. If you pull it out of the way, you have a shortcut back from that room with the spinning blades at the start of the temple. So for any reason you have to backtrack and leave the temple, you can come back here from up there. So of course we don't want to do that. We need to find a way to get on top of this boat. So it's going to lead us closer to the boss room. Speaking of which, we still don't have the boss key yet either. So this temple is not done yet, that's for sure. But I will make sure we squeeze in the boss fight in the video. Okay, so we clearly need to play Zelda's Lullaby to activate the boat. Not sure how a song activates a boat, but we're gonna go with it. Now, I don't remember this thing having this red hood on it in the original version. I think that's something that's been added. Creepy boat ride. Of course there's gonna be Stalfos. Big Goron sword makes quick work out of them, though. I think there's another one. Yeah, there's another one. Pretty sure if you don't defeat them in time, the boat will sink with you on it. It's cool, little spirits floating around. I guess we need the bow to blow those up. I guess the long shot's not going to do the trick in this case. Now, I wonder what would have happened if we were standing in the place where that fell. Okay, I'm gonna go through this door first before we cross the bridge so we don't have to come back here. So I think we need a key and maybe even the boss key before we can advance. There's hidden walls in here blocking our path, but can't see them without the lens of truth. Of course, the spiked walls moving at us were made out of wood, so that was our hint to burn them. So you'll have to let me know in the comments today. Do you like this version of the Shadow Temple, or do you think that the original kind of danker N64 version was better? I mean, it feels like they still have the atmospheric, moody music. I still see a lot of blood on the floor, and they may have lightened it up a little, but the temple still kind of has the same feeling. Not enough for me to be upset about it anyway. So now we have to play basketball, but with moving skull heads, and there's 3 of them. So I'm probably going to cut some of that out, just so we're not watching me throw bombs for 10 minutes and missing. There we go, that was the last one. I guess there's no key in here, it was just rupees. Okay, so we gotta go onward to the next room, I think. Just making sure we didn't miss anything. But we've got the boss key now. And there's one room left to explore. Just want to make sure we're not going to miss any small keys so we don't have to make our way back here again. Oh, I guess we really can't block with Big Goron's sword. That's going to be a problem. Let's just run for it. Okay, we need to equip the Master Sword. Big Goron's sword's not going to do it against these enemies. And we're going to need to use the Lens of Truth to figure out what we're fighting here. Whatever it is, it's not making it to us, so it must be stuck. Yeah, I can't get through there. Now, if any of those little hands grab you, they'll turn into a big one and it'll become a problem. I'm glad we came in here. So now we're done with all three of the rooms that are in here. We just got to make our way back out the way we came in. I don't know why it's still beeping at us. We clearly have more than one heart now. Can we blow this rubble pile up? No, I guess that was a one-time thing back in that room. Okay, let's try and find out which way we came in and get out of here before we take any more damage. Okay, we've already created the bridge. Not gonna give us any heart or any health or hearts. Nope. There's some hearts up there, but I think you need the Scarecrow song to get them. So we're just gonna skip that and move on to the boss. Maybe we'll use a fairy if we have to get rid of the beeping. Okay, here we gotta cross using the Lens of Truth. Once we get in the boss door, we'll use a fairy and throw down a save file just to be safe. Okay, we're all healed up. We need to save and we'll be ready to fight Bongo. Alright, let's get it. Had problems with this fight in the past. I actually ran out of arrows here once before and had to try and collect arrows to continue the fight. I think my mistake is normally fighting the hands from too close up. Makes it hard to target them individually. If I back up to the back of the drum, it's actually easier to shoot them. Oh, that was great timing. Wow, only 2 rounds. That's the easiest time I've ever had with that boss. Kind of sad that you like slowly watch him die though. Well, that's going to be it for the Shadow Temple. Alright, let's collect our heart and go awaken the next sage. The boy with the noble Zelda's Ocarina, as I expected, you have come. I am Impa, one of the Sheikah. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker, and I'm also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. We Sheikah have served the royal family of Hyrule from generation to generation as attendants. However, on that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked, and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the sacred realm, the hidden treasure of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of Ganondorf's reach. When I last saw you as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. Now I see that you have become a fine hero. There's nothing to worry about, the princess is safe now. Soon you'll meet Princess Zelda face to face and she'll explain everything. That is when we, the 6 sages, will seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. I have to stay here, you go to the Princess Zelda's side and protect her on my behalf. Now I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. Alright, that's the last temple down and the last medallion collected. You receive the Shadow Medallion. Impa awakens as a sage and adds her power to ours. Please look out for the princess. Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. The time for our final showdown with the King of Evil has come. Before that, though, you should meet the one who has been waiting for you. The one who is waiting for you at the Temple of Time. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and come see us head to Ganon's castle next time.